First, having been endowed by you through your resources by way of taxes and other things, your benefaction, the university is required at the end of every year to submit a report to you so that you know how far you've come and how far we've contributed to the training and education of critical minds in science and technology for our development. The second is to confer honors on our deserving graduates who have gone through the training and education over the 4-year period. For now, I invite the Vice Chancellor, Professor atta-kusi to present to you the report of the university for the 2009-2010 academic year.
It is now time for the Vice Chancellor, Professor atta-kusi, to give a report on the College of Agric and Natural Resources.
Members of the Council of State, Honorable Ministers of State, members of the University Council, past KNUST Vice Chancellors and Pro-Vice Chancellors, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Provosts of our colleges, Deans of faculties and directors, heads of department, Nananum, our motivational speaker, members of convocation, alumni of this great university, senior and junior staff, KNUST class of 2010, proud and relieved parents, members of the press, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Council, faculty members, and the graduating class of 2010, I would like to welcome you all to this afternoon's function. As you may be aware, we have already held 5 different sessions of congregation, including the one that took place this morning. In addition, 6 more sessions will take place over the next 3 days. It is our hope that the short time you spend with us this afternoon will be a worthwhile experience. You may recall that during last year's congregation, I intimated that the enrollment figures for agriculture and renewable natural resources, especially for agriculture, was gradually declining, and there was a need to address the situation. We may have found an antidote to the situation through the mounting of more innovative programs, including agribusiness management, dairy and meat science and technology, agricultural biotechnology, as well as landscape design and management. As a result of this initiative, the current undergraduate student population of the college stands at 2,194, implying that the student population in the college has increased somewhat, and it is likely to stabilize a few years hence. In particular, the Faculty of Agriculture increased its enrollment from 724 in 2009 to 1,028 in 2010, an increase of nearly 42%, primarily on account of the introduction of the market-driven programs. Overall, it can be said that the college has had a very good year, judging from what was done previously and what they have been able to do this year. In spite of the difficulty in recruiting faculty members, through the combined efforts of the college and the university administration, 9 new lecturers were recruited during the year under review to ensure that the precarious student-teacher ratio is not worsened. In addition, 2 members of staff have received funding from the Dutch government to pursue their doctoral studies in Holland on sandwich basis. The college was able to complete and commission its training center with funding from NUFIC through the project on institutionalization of integrated natural resources management. This center will serve as a venue for short courses and sandwich programs mounted by the college and other colleges on campus. During the last congregation, I reported that Finna Trade Foundation had donated an amount of 50,000 Ghana cedis to be used for training and research purposes in the college, particularly in the Faculty of Agriculture. During the academic year, virtually all the departments made significant progress towards the use of the facility. The Department of Animal Science raised 2,500 broilers for sale to the university community, and the Department of Crop and Soil Sciences cultivated 4 hectares of maize and harvested 150 mini bags of maize that were sold to the Department of Animal Science for the feeding of the animals. The Department of Horticulture established a turf grass nursery, as well as nurseries for ornamental plants and fruits, including avocado and mango. It must be mentioned that students were actively involved in all aspects of the production and management. A 6-week training program for FINA Trade Award winners is also to be organized during this vacation. The Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources continued with the implementation of the APEL project jointly with the Department of Environmental Biology at University of Guelph, from which the faculty now has a state-of-the-art plant and soil laboratory. In addition, 6 postgraduate students have benefited from the APEL project in the form of scholarships for 3 to 6 months research training at the University of Guelph. The project's main objective is to provide alternative livelihood sources in rural communities using agroforestry strategies within the proximity of our Sunyani campus. Distinguished invited guests, other notable activities undertaken by the college include an environmental education program aimed at educating people on waste management, wildfire management, ecotourism, and water disinfectations under the aegis of the Ghana-Canada Partnership for Environmental Education. BIRD continued with its refresher training programs for sustainable development communities and the mounting of an international course on adaptive management tools and methods for sustainable natural resource management. The latter is to be done jointly with Wageningen International in the Netherlands. In addition to the above, the college has contributed its fair share of funds towards the improvement of infrastructural facilities through rehabilitation. A borehole has been drilled to improve water supply and sanitation in the college with funds from the Provost's office. Washrooms, including those in the Faculty of Agriculture, have also been rehabilitated. Following this, one of the buildings used as a hall of residence on our Sunyani campus has been renovated and used as lecturers' offices. Internet facilities have been extended to the Department of Horticulture, and plans are far advanced to extend the project to the Department of Animal Science. Efforts to extend the facility have been expensive in view of the physical distance between the main campus and these 2 departments. The lack of internet facilities in some sections of the faculty, such as the Awomaso and Buedi stations, tend to frustrate research. But I'm happy to announce to the congregation that, in spite of this constraint, research activities in the college have picked up somewhat compared to the previous years.